Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks pretty much had Buu right where he needed him, but just when he was about to land the finishing move, their Super Saiyan transformation reverts. You gotta hurry up, Grandpa Kaioshin, the kids have run out of energy, Goku tells old Kai. Yeah, I should have been done 5 minutes ago, but Gohan's full potential far surpasses my ability. At this rate, it could take another full day, old Kai responds. What? We don't have that kind of time, Goku and Gohan yell in unison. Well, given what I've just told you, that's your choice. You may already be strong enough to deal with Majin Buu for all we know, old Kai states. Go. What? Really? Is that true, Gohan? Goku asks. I don't know. Honestly, I feel the same, Gohan replies. Well, try going super or whatever, old Kai states. Gohan attempts to transform into a Super Saiyan, but rather than actually transforming, he releases an unreal burst of energy that sends a shockwave across the entire planet, almost strong enough to send Goku himself flying. Next, Kibito takes Gohan to Earth and also changes him into the same costume as Goku. Wow, he's become this strong and you're telling me that you still haven't even unlocked the full extent of his potential? Well, that does sound like my boy Gohan, alright, Goku says. Seriously though, if it was gonna take you another day to unlock his full potential, just how strong is he, Supreme Kai wonders? Honestly, who knows? At full power, he might even be able to match Lord Beerus in a duel, old Kai says. Hearing this, the Supreme Kai goes completely silent. The idea that a mortal could actually match Beerus was diabolical. It left him speechless. So, who is this Beerus guy, Goku asked, breaking the silence? And is he really still stronger than Gohan now? Well, let's just say that's a story for another time, old Kai responds. The scene transitions back to Goten and Trunks on Earth. Their fusion had just recently come undone and Piccolo was doing his best to just buy them as much time as possible for a miracle. However, of course, it barely takes them another moment to realize that someone was coming, someone strong. While Piccolo and the kids are confused because they didn't necessarily recognize this large new power, Buu starts gritting his teeth. Gohan was rushing towards them as fast as he could, and just a few seconds later, his outfit was visible. Piccolo thought this was Goku flying towards them at first, but Goten would correct him quickly and clarify that no, that's his big brother Gohan. He lands right in front of them, and immediately Piccolo realizes that this is no longer the Gohan that he once knew. Where is everyone? Gohan asks. Buu killed them all, Trunks replies. What? Mom too? And what about Dende? Gohan asks. Yes, he killed all of them. We're all that's left, Goten furiously responds. Hearing the despair in Goten and Trunks' voices, Gohan was enraged now. Now that even Dende is gone, they can't even use the Dragon Balls, but as Buu jokes around, Gohan's newly enhanced instinctual prowess is able to sense Dende's ki. At the very least, Dende is alive. Realizing this, Gohan grins, approaches Buu, and looks at him like a hunter looks at his prey. Buu would laugh, Piccolo still unsure, and Goten and Trunks remain in a panic, but the moment Gohan lands that first blow on Buu's face, all of their concerns disappear. That single punch from Gohan did the most damage that Buu has experienced since he's been released. Incredible. If this is what I can do now, what did the old Kai even mean by how he hasn't even finished unlocking my full potential yet? I'm already stronger than a Super Saiyan 3. What more do we even need, Gohan tells himself, while continuing to just beat the ever-living daylights out of Buu, and he refuses to let Buu get a single hit in and proceeds to call him a slowpoke. It hasn't even been a full minute since the fight started, and Gohan is already looking like the clear victor. At this point, it becomes impossible for Buu to ignore his own defeat, and like a classic Dragon Ball Z villain, he just decides to throw a tantrum and self-destruct to blow them all up. Gohan would of course see this coming though, as he quickly grabs Piccolo and the kids and gets far away from there. After getting a safe distance away, Gohan would explain that Buu wasn't trying to kill any of them with that blast, otherwise the entire planet would have been blown up, and he would also go on to explain the old Kai's magic ritual when Piccolo asked him about how he got so strong. Now, thanks to Gohan sensing his ki, their next objective is to start looking for Dende before Buu regenerates. Trying to scour the area and destroy all of Buu's bits and pieces is gonna take a lot longer than it usually would because he was hiding his ki. On their way, they find Mr. Satan and his dog before eventually running into Dende. He explains how Mr. Popo threw him off of the lookout to keep him safe. Fast forward to an hour later, everyone senses Buu coming straight towards them. Gohan explicitly warns to not get involved in this and then faces Buu in a one-on-one. However, Buu has better ideas. He intentionally provokes Goten and Trunks and also calls them out for being so scared of him. Piccolo and Gohan aren't really sure why Buu is acting like this, while Trunks gives in to Buu's provocations and does the fusion dance with Goten. Together, they transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and are ready to roll, but that's exactly when Buu's game becomes visible. He uses his leftovers to absorb both Gotenks and Piccolo, and Gohan is unable to do a single thing about it. Before Gohan could even react, Super Buu's transformation was already complete. He introduces himself as the strongest Majin and asks Gohan just what he thinks of his new form. He also reveals that this was his plan all along ever since Gohan first entered the fight. The fraudulent self-destruction and 1 hour downtime was just for Goten and Trunks to get their stamina back so they could use the fusion dance and be at full power again. As this conversation continues, the roles have been reversed. Just like how Gohan was clowning on Buu before, Super Buu is now right back in the driver's seat. Goku and the others are watching the battle from the sacred world of the Kais, and they are panicking now because who could have accounted for this? Relax, I told you, didn't I? There's still another level of power hidden within Gohan. If he is truly as strong as I think he might be, then he should be able to win this without any problems. Just wait and see. Also, Kabito, would you bring us some snacks and tea, Old Kai declares, but, and again, it is easier said than done. It's already taking everything Gohan has for him to just avoid getting killed now. What's wrong, Gohan? At least fight back, Buu provokes. Gohan tries fighting back, but Buu dodges every single attack of his and then sends him flying straight back into the ground, followed by firing a huge energy blast. Gohan tries to get back up, but starts to stumble. He should only have around 10 or so minutes left. If I can survive until then, I'll just have Dende heal me and we'll win, Gohan tells himself, but he also knows that 10 minutes is a long time in Dragon Ball minutes. Buu would appear in front of Gohan now and slams a fist into his gut. Gohan doubles over immediately and starts coughing up blood, and not a little bit either. But Buu doesn't stop there. He follows up with a diabolical uppercut that snaps Gohan's head back and sends him flying, and Buu still isn't stopping there. He pops up right above Gohan and knocks him straight back into the ground. That's impressive, Gohan. You're still alive, Buu says. And you only have about 9 minutes left, Gohan viciously grins. Blood was dripping from all over his body, out of his mouth, but he wasn't done yet. Now, Gohan, even if you somehow survive until then, you will be physically incapable of doing a thing, Buu states. Gohan can still feel his consciousness fading, but then again, he knows the way out. When Buu approaches him to land another critical blow, Gohan hits him with a sudden and abrupt Kamehameha. This would actually catch Buu off guard and buy Gohan a few seconds. Dende has already snuck in behind a nearby rock as he rushes to Gohan and starts healing him. Thanks, I knew I could count on you, Dende, Gohan smiles. Unfortunately, the Kamehameha wasn't able to buy enough time. Buu sees Dende healing Gohan, and thanks to Piccolo's intelligence, he immediately figures out what's going on. Buu conjures up another energy blast as Mr. Satan throws a rock at him to try and distract him for just a few more seconds, but Buu dodges the rock and unleashes the blast straight towards Dende. It was gonna take another 15 to 20 seconds at least to heal Gohan completely, but they didn't have that kind of time with a blast hurtling straight towards them. That's enough, Dende. Get out of the way right now, Gohan screams, but there wasn't enough time. It was already too late. However, less than a second before it was gonna hit them, the blast is somehow deflected away. It was Tien. He was here and he used his tri-beam to redirect Majin Buu's blast. Thanks to Tien's sudden intervention, Gohan was finally healed. Seeing all of this take place, Buu starts clapping. Bravo! I can't believe you managed to survive that situation, Gohan. You do deserve an applause. Are you sure you should be playing around like this? Gohan asks him. What do you mean? Get real, Gohan. There's still like 8 minutes, or are you implying that you're now strong enough to beat me, Buu asks. As expected, he was confused by the sudden change in Gohan's confidence. Hey, obviously you know better than me, but should we really be provoking him, Gohan? We still lack the power to beat him, Tien says. Don't worry, Tien, and thank you for saving us earlier, Gohan replies. He may present as calm, but his mind was overflowing with flashbacks right now. Gohan suddenly remembers how Vegeta had himself almost killed by Krillin in order to grow stronger, and he also remembers how he became a Super Saiyan 2 at the end of the Cell games. Wait a second, I see it now. This ultimate state was incomplete all along. I see why the old Kai needed more time, Gohan grins. The laid-back expression on Buu's face is quickly overcome with rage as he senses Gohan's power level suddenly explode out of proportion as something inside of him snaps. This makes Buu desperate now. He flies off into the sky in order to try and destroy the entire planet with a powerful blast, but Gohan acts immediately. Tien, keep Dende safe from the collateral damage. I'll go after Buu. I'll save Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo, and I won't let him destroy this planet either, Gohan declares. Buu sees Gohan coming after him and decides to self-destruct instead. Not on my watch, Gohan declares after appearing right in front of Buu now. Buu wonders how Gohan got so fast, but what happens next is kind of ridiculous. Gohan stuns Buu with a plethora of attacks and then pries his mouth open with his bare hands, hopping straight inside. Gohan searches around until he finds Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo and tries to destroy Buu from the inside. Meanwhile, at the sacred planet of the Kais, incredible. He's like twice as strong as he was 2 minutes ago. What's going on here, old Kai? Supreme Kai asks. Well, really, Gohan lucked out. Leaving the ritual in the middle worked out in his favor. The beast inside him has finally begun to awaken. Don't take your eyes off of this. It's gonna get even better, I promise, old Kai replies. You mean Gohan still hasn't even peaked yet? Man, I wish I could spar with him, Goku laughs. Going back to Earth, Gohan throws Piccolo and the kids towards Dende and returns his attention right back to Majin Buu. What is this odd feeling? Just where exactly is he, Gohan asks himself. Although he was still in bits and pieces and severed body parts all over the place, Gohan couldn't quite pinpoint exactly where Buu was, but he was still very much around here somewhere. Gohan uses the full extent of his senses to observe every direction now. He's already eliminated anything that remained of Majin Buu, so just where the hell is he? Back at the sacred world of the Kais, however, old Kai suddenly begins to panic. What's wrong now? Hasn't Gohan won already, Goku asks? No, this is bad. Majin Buu is still alive. Quickly, Kibito, go to Earth and tell Gohan that Buu somehow made his way into his body. There's traces of Buu still alive and they're inside Gohan right now, old Kai declares. This leaves everyone stunned and speechless. As for Gohan, there was no need for Kibito to come and tell him because he had already also noticed. Inside me? Well, that's certainly one way to win, I guess. You planning on taking me over from the inside or something, Gohan realizes? Now, Buu's plan was brilliant. He actually couldn't have come up with a better way to survive in this situation, but Gohan was already very self-aware of his own true strength. He starts powering up. As his power surges, his hair begins to lighten, lengthen, and spike upwards. His aura crackles all over the place and his eyes become red. Inside his body, Buu feels an immense pressure that starts pushing against him from all sides. He struggles and screams, but being this close to the beast itself completely changes Majin Buu's comprehension as Gohan literally pukes him out of his body after a few moments. Wow, you got a lot smaller. Is this supposed to be your true form or something? Gohan asks after a much younger and smaller version of Majin Buu appears and gets to his feet. Majin Buu, or Kid Buu I guess, was infuriated though. He immediately starts preparing to blow up the planet, but Beast Gohan was not having it. It's over, Buu. You've lost, Gohan declares while charging up his special beam Beast Cannon, and he points it directly at Buu's forehead and fires before Buu could even let off his own attack, and it pretty much wiped him from existence the moment the attack made contact with Majin Buu, reducing him to nothing but particles now. Gohan would then power down and returns back to the Earth's surface. Back down on the ground, Goten, Trunks, and yes, Piccolo too, have already all been healed up by Dende. Everyone, including the small audience on the sacred world of the Kais, rejoices now after the defeat of Majin Buu, and now the Z Fighters can focus on gathering the Dragon Balls so they can try to fix as much of this mess as they possibly can, as What If Gohan Went Beast Against Majin Buu finally comes to an end. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we are so close to 1 million subs. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.